Good morning, good morning. Happy Indigenous Peoples Weekend. Also this week is Digital Inclusion Week, and I wanted to talk about what Serve Your City Ward 6 Mutual Aid is continuing to do during Digital Inclusion Week. Better than inclusion, we're just going to go ahead and create our own system to be independent of the need to be included into having the technology that we've been robbed of for the last 20 to 30 years. And so as part of that, Serve Your City, Ward 6 Mutual Aid is training our young Serve Your City youth, in how to run a computer procurement distribution business so that these young people can be the solution that they need in order to have the technology that they deserve, the technology that's been denied to them. And so this morning, we have one Serve Your City youth participant, Michael, training another Serve Your City youth participant, Christian. These are both students at the University of District of Columbia. Michael's a freshman, Christian's a junior, senior, almost ready to go. And by the time he goes, he will know how to do so many different things with technology. And today we have a training. So Michael today is training Christian on how to refurbish computers. And I wanted Michael to talk a little bit about that process. Here's Michael.
Hey guys, so today we're doing.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
My name's Michael. I work here at Charles Maurice Ward 6 Mutual Aid, and I'm training Christian today how to refurbish computers. And right now we're in a beginning process, and we're walking through the steps of how to install new Windows on an old computer and install the new Windows into a new computer.
Excellent, excellent. And what else will you be working on? What else have you been started to train on?
Yeah, so I've also been started to train on how to code and navigate our app that we have with Mutual Aid and Ward 6 to make it easier for our deliveries and our delivery team to deliver food and goods.
And so what he's explaining is that Serve Your City Ward 6 Mutual Aid created their own internal app for our food delivery system, because we give out hundreds of units and hundreds of boxes, really 120 boxes per week during our food distribution, our mask and PPE distribution of dry goods and fresh food, fresh vegetables and fruit. And so we created our own internal app for our delivery system that Michael has learned over the last two to 3 months how to use. So Michael, along with an administrative team, an operation team, manage this app that we use for food delivery. And so Michael's the manager of that, but now he's learning how to code that app and how to innovate that app and how to change it, make it prettier. That's all I care about. Make it prettier, and also add more data of our operations into the app so that we can have a one-stop shop online through an app. And it's beautiful. So Michael knows how to utilize the app. He knows how to use the app, but now he's learning how to code the app and learning what coding is. He's learning how to code apps. And so this is what it looks like when we talk about we are the ones who keep ourselves safe, who keep each other safe. And Michael went to a public charter school here in DC, and Christian, you went to a charter school as well, right? And they're both UDC students. But right here, I think they are taking a class in real life, because in real life, that's right. In real life, there are many UDC students who do not have access to this technology. There are many Washington, D.C. public charter school students who did not learn this in school, but they're learning it here. And they have to learn it here because a lot of folks in our community don't even have these devices. And we know that there's enough devices in this world, in this country, probably in this city, to make sure that everyone has a device. There are enough devices to refurbish that can be utilized for people, for whatever their goals are, to get connected. And so I know, especially with the young people, I know that the young people who have to face this so-called digital divide, racism and classism, they're the ones who are going to have to figure out a way to get access to the technology that they've been denied. And so, Michael, talk a little bit about what you're showing Christian today.
Yeah, so right now I'm showing Christian how to actually check and see the hardware status of a computer, and basically check and see if that computer is worthy for a student or a kid to have, and basically make sure that that computer is usable. So right now what we're doing, we're actually in the motherboard of the computer, and we're trying to check all this battery status, the Wi-Fi life, how much storage is on the computer, how much memory is on the computer, and we're also looking at the physical condition of the computer, checking to see if there's no broken hinges or damages to the computer. So right now we're just checking to see that everything is in tip-top shape. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And what I want to say is that for the plans, for our strategic plan for the future, is that Michael and Christian will become master trainers. We're going to make sure that they get all their certifications, but they'll become master trainers, and we got to provide customers for them to train, right? And the customers that we're going to look for are kids that look just like them. Kids young people who could benefit from having this knowledge on these hard skills that they can carry with them. And here's one of our already master trainers, Jonathan. And Jonathan is a blessing to us. He is part of a larger group, the Ward 6 Mutual Aid, of Ward 6 residents who put together these backpacks, right? We're going to be putting together almost 500. We've given out over 300, and we still have some to go. And we're still receiving devices. We still need devices because these young people need devices to train on. And these young people need devices to distribute to their own community where they live, all over Washington, D.C. All right? So please know that it's Digital Inclusion Week. We want to be included. We're going to be included, but we're also going to just develop our own solution and not depend upon other people's power to determine whether we're included or not. And we have to do all these things. We're just going to do it anyway. We shouldn't have to do it, but we're going to do it. And we're going to end the digital divide, so-called digital divide here in Washington, D.C., our damn selves. And that's the way we have to do it. Well, listen, I hope you're inspired. Please support us. Send in those devices. Talk to your network. Donate, please donate to Serve Your City, D.C., Ward 6 Mutual Aid. Please donate. We need support. We need to purchase more things, more items. There are a lot of families that are struggling right now with virtual learning. There's no learning going on at all. And oftentimes there's no virtuality because they don't have the devices nor the internet access. And so we'll continue to fight to make sure that the city does what the city is supposed to do. We'll fight that system, but we'll also keep working on creating our own system to solve our own issues. God bless all of you. Y'all have a blessed, wonderful Indigenous Peoples Weekend. Take care.